Most Honorable Chairman of HWPL, Mr. Lee, most distinguished representatives of all different religions, worthy guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings of God be upon you all. It is my honor to be here today to talk to you on this very important day. My name is Amir Aziz. I am Imam of the oldest mosque of Germany, which was built in 1924. I have been the General Secretary of Ahmadiyya Anjuman Ishaat Islam Lahore worldwide. I am aware that many religious representatives and religious leaders are here to represent their religion, and also the main cause is how to promote peace and tolerance in the world. So I would like to put a question to you all. So the question is, how much time we give to promote peace in a day? Obviously, it's very difficult to give that time for promoting peace in one day. So then how much we give that time to promote peace in a month? So why I put up these questions? If you will see the next slide, that why this peace promotion is important. Because here we see on one side the misery, the bloodshed which happened in New Zealand. A terrorist attacked and killed more than 50 innocent Muslims. Why? Because of misunderstanding of the religion, of the culture. And on the other side we see that a Muslim, he killed people in Netherlands, in Holland, in Tram, and killed innocent people. In both the cases, if you see what is the net result, bloodshed, misery, killing, intolerance. So both people, they have done what God has stopped them to do it. In the Holy Quran, God says, Man qatala nafsa fakannama qatala nasa jamiya. If you have killed one soul, it means you have killed the whole humanity. So these two people, on the name of religion or on the name of nationalism, they have killed the whole humanity. Not only one time, many times, because they have killed more than 52 people. So why they killed these people? Because we know it was misunderstanding of religion. And then it becomes our role as the leaders of religion to promote peace, to promote those teachings of religion which bring us closer to each other and not which gives us misery and killing in the world. If you will see the next slide when we go. So now the question is, how can we bring people of all religions together? How we can be one? And that is the most important question of the day. How we can come closer to each other? And the answer is that through the RAP offices, what we have been now achieving for a very long time. Comparing the scriptures, holy scriptures, trying to find out the ultimate truth, trustworthy teachings of all scriptures. These are RAP offices. I have been attending it for last so many years. And it was a very interesting point when we started that we did not discuss what were difference between the religions. We started with this idea that what is common among us? How can we come closer to each other? Because if you will go through all the religions, if you start reading all the scriptures, you will come to know that 90% teachings are same, only there are 10% which are different. So what is the use of discussing those 10% and why not to discuss 90%, which brings us closer to each other? So RAP offices gave us this opportunity that let's all discuss which is common amongst us. Let's discuss and find out the ultimate truth. So this is what we find out now. In RAP offices, I met with the leaders from Protestantism and Buddhism, both of them. And we discussed, like I just gave the examples of two different topics. First is we discussed birth, old age, death, and all these topics, when we discussed, the teachings in the Quran and teachings in other scriptures were almost the same. What Quran says about the birth, what Quran says about the teaching of old age and death, so you will come to know that the scriptures, they all try to give us the same idea about these. Then we also discussed many other topics in RAP office. So the main point is what we have to discuss here. We can take three steps. The first is sharing common ground between religions. Because common grounds between the religion can bring us closer to each other. Not what the people they are trying to make us away and trying to create differences amongst us. Second is overcoming various differences, finding the standard for a trustworthy scripture. And now this is very interesting point. How can we find the trustworthy scripture? Trustworthy scripture is that scripture which will tell you about humanity, which will tell you about God, which will tell you the love, which will tell you how you can behave with other people, how you love your own mankind. So that is why, as my previous speaker he has already mentioned in his own speech, in the Quran God said, we are all one, we are children of same Adam and Eve. So why not we can all stay together and live together? So based on that standard that we found, searching the trustworthy scriptures is in progress. You start comparing scriptures and you will find that the religion is something which gives you how to live in this life, how to make civilization, how to promote love for each other. So then how these differences come? These are actually the misunderstanding and misrepresentation of religion. It's not religion, because mostly what we think that it is the religion which is teaching this intolerance. It is actually the misrepresentation and misinterpretation of religion which is teaching this intolerance, which is creating this problem in the world. So we have to remove all those misinterpretations. We have to throw away all the misrepresentation of the religion and come to this RAP office's HWPL approach to adopt it, how to bring people closer. Now, third, I would like to say, this is a groundbreaking method that no one has ever dared before to try, since religion existed, to compare religions. In the world, there is saying that goes like this: to have something you never had, you have to do something you have never done before. So through this passive communication method, others have tried thus far, peace was not achieved. So now the time has come for us to do what we have never done before, comparing religious scriptures based on the standard of trustworthy scriptures is a method that didn't exist until now, and now we can start. We can give a new start with this, comparing each other's life. Carrying out, what was the result? I'll just show you that the result of RAP offices. Next please. So you will see that it started in 2014, and then only in 1 year there were 53 countries and 104 offices of RAP were established. In 2016, 91 countries, 183 offices were established. And in 2017, 125 countries, 217 offices, they were established. And 2018, 218 offices in 126 countries. So you can see the rapid increase of this organization, RAP, that how it has impacted, it has brought the impact on the world. So, lastly, the result of comparing scriptures can be carried out not just by ourselves, but even to our delegation, to our congregation, and to the religious people around us. In my case, I thank to the RAP office that I met with the people of different faiths, especially with the Buddhist and with the Christian priests most of the time. They came to the mosque, they visited the mosque, and we have many RAP meetings in our mosque. So we came to know that it had a tremendous effect. We understand each other. When there was problem going on in Rohingya, we understood that it was not Buddhism which was creating problem. It was not the religion. It was the politics. It was the misinterpretation of the religion which was creating problems in the world. So this is, as a matter of all religion speaks of peace and harmony. Isn't it now the right time that we all stand for peace? Now, while we are at it, how about we check this for ourselves? Let's check today. Please raise your hand if your religion talks of peace. Obviously, every religion, every person's religion talks of peace. And as we just seen, we religious people must understand each other and play a leading role in uniting for world peace. This is the role and the duty of religious people. In this sense, I would like to recommend the RAP offices. And you can see here a pan-religious platform where you can confirm the possibility of achieving peace. Now, RAP offices are operated monthly basis and in different parts of the world, so you can all participate. I would like to finish with this. In the Holy Quran, God has said, Allah waliyul ladhina yukhrijun minaz zulumati ilan nur. God wants you to take out of darkness into light. So, it means God wants that we should promote light. What is light? Knowledge. What is light? Reason. What is light? Logic. Light is love. So, we can compare, on one side is light, other is ignorance. One side is knowledge, other is ignorance. One side is peace, other side is misery, bloodshed, and other side is all pain. On one side is love, other side is hatred. So, on one side is the people like Chairman Lee, other side is the people who are killing people. So, on one side is here, the Chairman Lee, that promoting peace and love. Other side is the people who are shedding blood of the people. So where we stand? We stand on this side or we stand on that side. We are at this part of the history of the civilization where we have to make decision as a representative of the religion that whether we stand with love and peace, we stand with the people who promote peace, or with those who will remain nameless. As the Prime Minister of New Zealand, she said, I will not take the name of this man because he will remain nameless in the history. So all those who are creating bloodshed, those who are spreading hatred, they will remain nameless, and people, those who are creating love and harmony, they will remain in the history for all time to come. I thank you all. Thank you very much. And I hope